Hey, what is up? It's Lynn. Happy Sunday. Hi, how are you doing? Yes, this is my third video of the day. So if you haven't seen either of the videos I've posted, because they're not your thing, then this one might be. I'm not too sure, but we're going to get into it. So, Kylie Cosmetics. There is some drama surrounding Kylie Cosmetics. Kylie Cosmetics were apparently due to release their holiday collection, but due to all of the drama with Astroworld, Travis Scott, Drake, Live Nation, all of the stuff that I've already covered about Astroworld, Travis Scott being sued, all of that drama, I've made several videos on that by now. All of that stuff that I've covered has meant that Kylie Cosmetics have held off, allegedly, on posting their holiday launch. Got you, girl. Got you good. I told you, right? I said this. I did say this. I wondered if Travis Scott, for example, would ever be able to perform again. I said I thought this would have an effect on the Kylie Cosmetics brand as well. Because, of course, Kylie is Travis Scott's other half. You know, she's his baby mama. So I did think that this was going to have some kind of knock-on effect on the Kylie Cosmetics brand, because everybody is cancelling Travis Scott right now. I did think that this was going to happen. And now, go on the Kylie Cosmetics Instagram and they're not posting anything about the holiday collection because they're holding off because of all the drama with Travis Scott, Astroworld, and all those people who unfortunately lost their lives. Plus all of the hundreds and hundreds of people who were injured and taken to hospitals at the festival. All that stuff. It's meant that Kylie cannot go anywhere. She cannot move with her cosmetics launch. Now, shots of the products have actually been leaked. There's an eyeshadow palette. This time there are no lipsticks, but there's an eyeshadow palette. And what looks to be like a cream kind of blush palette to me. I'm not sure, you know, all I've seen is these leaked photos. So these few photos of the collection have been leaked. People online are saying they think it's basic, they don't think it's anything special, it's boring. You know, that is all the feedback that I'm seeing online surrounding this collection. But I said this would happen. I thought it would, because of all of the backlash that Travis Scott's receiving, because of Astroworld, because of the people who unfortunately did pass away. I saw this. I knew this was going to happen, you know, and it absolutely is now. You know, this is not like, oh, you're cancelled because you said something bad. You're cancelled because you got your boobs out, or you're cancelled because, you know, this is something really, really very, very serious. This is something so much more than that. This is, you know, 10 people who've now lost their lives. Hundreds and hundreds upon hundreds of others injured. Travis Scott in a $250 million lawsuit, or it's more than that now. What is it? It's like 750 billion lawsuit. Live Nation, Travis Scott, Drake, NRG Stadium, all of them in a huge, huge lawsuit. So for Kylie to come out now and go, oh, here's my holiday collection, it would look awful. It would look really, really, really awful. It would look completely insensitive, you know, like, oh, well, we're going through all this because of something that happened, something that's a tragedy, something that should never have happened, something that totally could have been avoided, or something that could have been, you know, de-escalated, a situation that could have been brought down and not gone so far. A situation that was preventable if Astroworld had had the right security, trained security, all of that stuff. If Travis Scott had asked people to step back, take a step back, you know, if he had done that while he was on stage, less people being injured, you know, it could have been less severe than it was. But because everything has been so severe, there is no way at the moment for Travis Scott or anyone associated with Travis Scott, like Kylie Jenner, there's no way for them to look good at the moment. You know, if you think about it, if you go back and look at footage that has now been deleted from TikTok, footage that I've put in one of my videos. There was a video that I made that was called Kylie Jenner Didn't Know about the Astroworld tragedy. She did know how bad it was. So there was a video that I made about that, where you could see Kylie Jenner being escorted out through the front of the festival, going past people who basically were dying. You know, people being lifted over the barriers out of the crowd because they were dying. And Kylie Jenner walked past them, right? Escorted through, VIP, escorted through the front of the concert with police, with security, police and security who could have been helping other people, because EMTs, paramedics have uploaded TikToks saying that they were working on their own when they were supposed to be working in pairs. So, you know, you've had security escorting celebrities like Kylie Jenner out of the concert when those hands were needed to save people's lives, because you had EMTs dealing with people who were in cardiac arrest and there was one person tending to them when they should be working in pairs. So, to me, this is all giving me real Squid Games vibes. You've got Kylie Jenner, the rich little princess, being escorted through the front of the crowd while all of this is going on, and the poor people, you know, the everyday people are passing away because of those rich people, Live Nation, Apple, NRG Stadium, Drake, Travis Scott, all of those people who didn't behave as they should and make sure that things were in place for people to be safe at the festival. Obviously, as I've said before, what happened at Astroworld was a tragedy. It was tragic. There are no other words that can really describe how I feel about that. It is just tragic. It's sad, it's tragic. Loss of life that never really needed to happen, you know. And my thoughts are with the families who've lost somebody, because at the end of the day, they're the people who are hurting, and there's no amount of money that can bring their loved ones back. Anyway, I am going to leave Astroworld there, and Kylie Cosmetics, all of that. Please let me know your thoughts, your opinions on what Kylie should do now with her cosmetics brand. You know, how long do you think that this is going to affect her reputation and her livelihood for? Let me know. And I'm going to move on, because we've also got to talk a little bit about Eugenia Cooney. Now, Eugenia Cooney last night posted something on her IG stories about people talking about her body. Now, I find all this really problematic, and it is a really sensitive topic to get into, because of course, as we know, Eugenia Cooney has some kind of eating disorder. You know, I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to sit here and say what disorder Eugenia might have, because A, I don't think it's fair to speculate, and B, yeah, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a health professional. You know, I'm a little drama channel. I'm not here to give medical advice. So, like, Eugenia posted about people commenting that her neck looked weird in a photo that she'd put up on her Instagram. She made a post about it, and she said, look, people are in the comments having full-on discussions about my body. To me, this is wrong. This is something that's very dangerous. You know, it's very hard to talk about Eugenia, because I don't want to be insensitive, and I don't want to, you know, overstep the mark or anything like that. But, you know, I feel that if Eugenia were like a healthy size, a healthy weight, people would not be speculating about her body in the way that they do. People would not be talking about her physical form in the way that they do, the way that they feel so entitled to every day, every time she posts a photo, every time she posts a video. People would not be doing that if Eugenia were a healthy size. But just because Eugenia is not a healthy size, I think people get on their keyboards and they feel like it's fair game to just say whatever they like. And to me, this is something that is very disturbing. Like, I wouldn't like to be on the receiving end of that at all. you know, fair enough, someone says, oh, you're fat, whatever, you know, but I wouldn't like to be on the receiving end of the type of shit that Eugenia gets underneath every photo, every YouTube video. For me, like, that can break a person, really, absolutely, you know. And Eugenia hasn't actually done anything, you know. Okay, we can all look and say, oh, you know, we wish that she would get help, we wish her well, everything. We can all say that. But at the end of the day, nobody knows what's going on in Eugenia's life but Eugenia and her family. And I feel that the way people talk about her is very insensitive and just really, really rude. And it's got to stop. You know, honestly, if that were any other woman with a normal, healthy body, it wouldn't be a discussion. So why is it a discussion when somebody is ill, when somebody is sick? Why is her body a talking point? And this is something that I see happen to a lot of women, you know. It's not just exclusively Eugenia Cooney, though. She is one of the people that people really go at and really go after on YouTube, you know, because of the way that she looks. She is somebody who people really have it in for, which I think is awful, and I think it needs to stop. But, you know, celebrities like Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, you know, celebrities, people in the public eye like that, they've all had comments about their bodies from randoms, you know. It's something that happens so much, and it can really drive people, you know, into things like eating disorders. So I really don't like it. I don't think that women's bodies should be a talking point in that respect, you know. I think the language and the words that people use need to change. Otherwise, this is just going to continue and continue and continue. I think people really need to realise the impact of their words on somebody else sometimes. You know, yes, I'm a drama channel. Yes, we talk about people. But I don't like to talk about people's physicalities too much. You know, yeah, I'll make a joke about Trisha Paytas saying, okay, oh, well, she's eating like bucket loads of KFC and then complaining that she's fat. Because with Trisha Paytas, that is just what they do. You know, that's a fact. That is just what they do. They go on their YouTube, eating all this food. Then 2 weeks later, they're complaining that they're fat. I don't actually consider Trisha Paytas fat myself, you know. I look at Trisha Paytas and I think that they're a normal sized person, you know. I don't consider Trisha fat. But, you know, for other people on the other end of the spectrum, like Eugenia Cooney, it's like, oh my God, you know, what is really going on? All these people coming out speaking about Eugenia's body like they know what she's going through. It's just so wrong. It's got to stop. Anyway, guys, I'm going to stop this little video right here. I'm going to say take care, stay safe, stay well. I love you so much. Thank you for taking the time to watch and letting me into your lives and all of that. I really do appreciate it. I love you guys. Thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.